Hi friends, it's me popping in. I just wanted to give you a quick heads up that I'm actually doing voiceover on this upcoming video because the audio did get messed up for it. Enjoy! That lack of contact is a really common issue that we see when teaching touch. And so this exercise we're about to do, just to clarify, is what I would do to troubleshoot. So I'm going to go ahead and have a clicker in one hand and then my food's already hidden. I'm going to use my hand to lure him towards me and get him seated. Because I don't really want him moving around too much for this, what I'm going to do is get a ton of back-to-back repetitions. Where he's seated, I'm putting my hand just out in front of him, to where he doesn't actually have to get up and move towards my hand. The other nice thing about us being seated is that we have a really good view to see what's about to happen. Because he's going to come close to my hand but not make contact, I'm going to choose not to click. Okay, so I see what you mean. Off the bat, he came close, where I felt just his mouth with the fur, but not the nose. I'm going to do that again. Here, boom. So I did get contact from the nose that time. I'm going to go ahead and hand feed him, and then I'm going to quickly come back around again. That was good, but he licked my hand. So now I'm starting to see him offer me a variety of behaviors. It tells me that we indeed don't have a clear understanding. We're being very particular. We really want the true nose contact with the hand. So I'm going to get up from this position and I'm going to reset him. Good. Nice. Good. Perfect. And then we're going to do it again. Good. That was much better. That was exactly what I wanted. So now I'm going to hold him to that standard. The other thing I can start to do is if he comes close but not close enough, I'm going to go ahead and just withdraw my hand and almost kind of move myself upright and back in a way to clearly indicate to him that he was about to make not necessarily the wrong decision, but it's the wrong answer, yeah. He's not closer to that end goal. So we got a chance to do it there. I'm going to let him process that. Yeah, I'm going to let him try again. That was beautiful. Okay, good. Wonderful. I'm going to get in one more successful repetition with him, and then I'm going to pass him to you. We're going, it's just a rock. Hi. Nice, okay. That was good contact. There was no tongue. I didn't feel just wet fur. He really pushed his nose into my hand. That was lovely.
Nice!
Good
That was
job,
really great.
Walter.
And then let's just see what he does for us for a second. Good, okay. Wow, that was better. It was better. He had his nose target, and then he did his tongue. So what we might do now to troubleshoot even further is go sideways hand and go up at an angle so that it's just less likely that he is to lick you. Boom. A perfect done. Good.
And if we can get a couple of quick back-to-back repetitions here, that would be great. So much better. Even though his mouth was open, he still had that nose contact. Here my client was just mentioning that she feels awkward tilting her hand, but when she makes a conscious effort, he really does so much better with it.
Right? And then you're fine. And your clicker timing, by the way, there was stellar. That was awesome. Yeah, it's a little unnatural when you're used to doing it a certain way. Good. Perfect. And what you can do here, I believe it'll still be in frame, is if you want to stick your right hand as far out to the side as you can start going for that more, it doesn't have to be straight down, but like you can start to go for that more natural reach. And let's just see what he does with it. Good.
Nice. Good
How
job.
was it? I couldn't see.
That was good. Yeah,
It was really
just
good.
his nose.
Okay, perfect.
So one thing we might start to do here is toss the food instead. We're going to do a repetition. We're going to toss the food so that just like when we teach the potty bells, he's going to have a moment to go find the food, which is a little more fun, and then return to you to fully reset from a standing position. So we'll do that again. We'll do hand out to the side and down low. You can kind of go lower down towards his eye level.
Nice!
We'll toss away just behind him, couple feet, beautiful, wonderful. And we'll get that right hand back out.
Wow! That one I really did love too!
That might have been the most pressure. It looked like he moved your hand a bit too.